Some supercars chase numbers. Some chase lap records. The Porsche Carrera GT chased something far more dangerous. Perfection without safety nets. No stability control safety blanket. No dual clutch forgiveness. No soft edges. Just a screaming V10, a carbon clutch that punishes hesitation, and a chassis that demands respect. One mistake, and the car reminds you who's in charge. This isn't just a supercar. It's Porsche at its most unfiltered. And its origin story is pure racing rebellion. The Carrera GT didn't start as a road car dream. It started as a racing problem. In the late 1990s, Porsche engineers were developing a naturally aspirated V10, originally intended for a Formula One project tied to the footwork team. That program collapsed before it reached the grid, but the engine survived. Instead of killing it, Porsche repurposed the architecture for an endurance racing prototype. That car would later evolve into the stillborn LMP 2000 Le Mans project. Porsche Carrera GT kept the soul of the prototype. A full carbon fiber monocoque at a time, when most supercars still relied on aluminum tubs. Race-inspired pushrod suspension. A center of gravity engineered like a Le Mans car. That V10. Final displacement, 5.7 liters. 605 horsepower. 8,400 RPM redline. Naturally aspirated, no forced induction, no tricks. Just pure atmospheric violence. 0-60 happened in roughly 3.5 seconds. Top speed cleared 200 mph. But numbers don't explain the experience. The engine didn't surge, it climbed. Each gear built like a rising scream, mechanical and relentless, turning the cabin into a concert hall of combustion. Modern turbo cars feel filtered by comparison. The Carrera GT wasn't built to flatter the driver. It was built to expose them. Every input mattered. Throttle precision, steering angle, weight transfer mid-corner. The car didn't hide mistakes. It magnified them. And honesty at 600 horsepower can be brutal. Yet in skilled hands, the transformation was magical. The steering poured feedback into your palms. The suspension translated the road like Braille. The V10 sat inches from your spine, turning every acceleration into a physical event. Few road cars before or since have felt this connected. Production ran from 2003 to 2006. Just 1,270 cars were built, each assembled with obsessive precision. Carbon body panels, magnesium wheels, hand-finished components. The removable roof panels stored neatly in the nose, turning the car into an open-air V10 symphony. At launch, the price hovered around $500,000. Today, pristine examples trade for several times that. Not because of rarity alone. Because the Carrera GT represents a dividing line in automotive history. It arrived at the edge of a technological shift. Soon after, supercars embraced dual-clutch gearboxes, turbocharging, active electronics, and algorithm-managed performance. Speed became easier, faster, more accessible. But something intangible changed. The Carrera GT stands on the other side of that divide. It's one of the last true analog hypercars, a machine that demands skill instead of compensating for its absence. No drive modes, no traction presets, no digital filters between decision and consequence. Just mechanical truth. Even its difficulty became mythology. The demanding clutch, the sharp balance, the stories of drivers who underestimated it. Each incident reinforced the same message. This car was not designed for everyone. It was designed for the committed. And Porsche never apologized for that. The design aged without effort. The silhouette still looks modern. The proportions still feel exotic. Twin exhaust outlets rise from the rear deck like artillery barrels. Inside, exposed carbon and a beechwood shift knob reference Porsche's racing heritage. Nothing decorative. Everything intentional. The Carrera GT didn't chase marketing numbers or internet records. It chased purity, a direct translation of racing DNA into a street machine, with compromises measured in millimeters, not philosophy. That's why it still matters. Modern hypercars are faster, quicker, smarter, but few feel this alive. Few demand this much from their driver. Few reward skill so violently. The Carrera GT isn't a stepping stone in Porsche history. It's a monument, a reminder of a moment when engineers were allowed to build something dangerous, beautiful, and uncompromising. A car that trusted the driver enough to remove the guardrails and say, "Prove you deserve it." And in a world drifting toward digital perfection, machines like that feel in danger. Which leaves a question echoing through every new generation of performance cars. Do we want faster machines? Or cars that force us to become better drivers?